I think. So everyone can see my slide. Excellent. So welcome back, everyone. This was a long week, but I hope an exciting one. And this is the last session. We are absolutely delighted to have you, even if it's only virtually. This is Yoelle and Hakim. You're on camera. Can you say something?
Yes, I am here. Thank you for staying until the last session, everyone. We hope it has been a useful week, instructive week.
Yes, and we are going, of course, never forget to thank the extraordinary team of people who've been working till the last second. We have Mounia, we have Liane, we have all our steering committee here also, and all these people on your screen have been working like days and nights until the last second, especially our website chairs. Thank you, guys. I would never stop thanking you, Echo and Tarsin. A lot of hard work, you know, always, and remember, they are not paid for that. They do that totally on a voluntary basis to help the community. So big thanks. Hakim?
Yeah, we need also to we should thank our sponsors. They have been very supportive. Again, although the plan was to run the conference on site, then we moved to the online, but still they were very supportive and stayed as sponsors. Thank you very much for all the representatives and for those sponsors who have been extremely appreciated.
Yeah, indeed. And now the stage back to Liane and Mounia. They are going to announce, Liane, can you come on screen too? They are going to announce now the Best Paper Awards winner, and they will explain to you exactly how the mechanism worked. Go ahead, I will put myself on mute.
Thank you. So actually we had two processes, one for the short papers and one for the full papers. The short process was a shorter one. All were addressed by the Best Paper Committee that you can see here, around 15 well-known people from different domains here at the web conference. After a few rounds of review, I mean, we had a few finalists from each track, typically between 1 to 3, let's say. So we had over 20 papers which were potentially best papers. And so then we split them around the committee, taking into account all the information we had, of course, the review, the original reviews, the rebuttal, and an additional review from at least 3 committee members, maybe more, as well as Mounia and myself in addition. So I can assure you it was a thorough one, then aggregating all the scores and coming up with 3 finalists, which were presented at the last session here around half an hour ago. It ended, and we had actually 3 very good and informative talks, well presenting these papers. So I will go over them. So the finalists of the full paper track were the following: the power of penalties, negativity-aware incentives for high-quality crowdsourced data labeling. This was the first one presented. The second one, from retrieval to generation, unifying external and parametric knowledge for medical question answering. And the third one, titled When to Trust, causality-aware calibration framework for accurate knowledge graph retrieval augmented generation.
And you want next slide?
Would you like to announce it?
Yeah. No, wait. Don't announce yet, please.
Okay.
Guys, don't announce. Because actually you first have to announce the, you forgot, the short paper award.
No, I didn't. We're starting with the announcement of the short paper, and then we're going to the announcement of the...
Okay. Okay, so do I move?
When you're presented.
Yeah, you can press just once, yes.
Yes,
okay,
just once.
And I think we have one of the authors online, if they can come on screen. That would be awesome.
Congratulations, Best Short Paper Awards, dual generative retrieval with long and short-term interest modeling.
And one of the authors told me that he was connected to Zoom. Are you here? Oh, are we missing them? Oh, shoot. They were connected a second ago. That's too bad. So we were not going to clap, or maybe we will come back if they come back. But then we have to, you know. Oh, you're here. Can you? Excellent. Can you put yourself on video?
Wait a minute.
Okay. But we're happy, Zhong Chao Yi, that you're here. We need to take a picture of the winner together with the beautiful check, right?
Okay.
Congratulations.
It's worth. First, a big
Thank you.
congratulations. If someone can take a screen capture, or at least of that we see that Zhong Chao
I'll do that.
is okay, awesome.
Just wait, my screenshot is
Yes,
ready.
woo, kudos, congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations, we
Thank
see
you. I'm
and
very glad to get this award.
yeah, you can,
Yes.
and you know, share that with you have a check you have to share with your authors. We will tell you afterwards, you know, how we transfer the prize money, but really congratulations, very well deserved. And remember, guys, this year the short papers were really difficult because they made it to the main proceedings. Unfortunately, it's too early. Both the short paper chairs cannot be here, but anyway, what we want to tell you, for the first time, it was in the main proceeding, so it's really a good short paper. The selection was higher this time, and you won against, you know, most selective pool, so that's not an easy feat. So again, big congratulations, and thank you for joining. And if you took screen capture, that's good. We can move to the next one. Zhong Chao, you can be offline. We're going to move now to the long paper. And Drew, we need drums or something?
Thank you.
Yes?
I can't do
click it.
boo, 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 do. I don't know how to do like a drum live.
Yeah, gong something. And I'm clicking, and the best
Yes.
paper, here it is.
And the best paper award is from Retrieval to Generation, unifying external and parametric knowledge for medical question, answering a great paper with really setting the foundation of how we can really do this kind of unification, bringing trust, very important for the medical domain. And it's something that also was applied to the medical domain. There was quite a lot of things that can be taken from there. It's like it's not just specific. The presentation was great, and we really enjoyed it. Congratulations.
On camera?
Yes.
Can we have the presenter on camera?
Yes, can you see me? Thank you so
Yes,
much. Yeah, I'm so excited because this is the first Best Paper Award I won. And thank you to all my co-authors, especially the first author actually is my PhD student and he just graduated. So I have to present by my own, but I'm very proud of them. Thank you so much.
So huge congratulations. We will talk to you, Jiao, right? We will talk to you later to share the details how you can split the price. Remember, guys, it's one check for all the co-authors. Sorry, it's not one per person. But forget about the prize money. It's also, I think, a beautiful award that you totally deserve, guys. Excellent presentation, and you presented the work very well as well. Many of us were in the session, so thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, so we can go off. That was the fun part of the event. Now we are going to move on. And Liane, Mounia, thank you for everything you did for the conference. You're off the hook, you can rest now. And we are going to ask Dick to come on screen. And I'm super delighted to give the stage now, and I will go off camera, to our steering committee chair, Dick Bulterman. I'm waiting to see. Yes, excellent.
Okay.
The stage is yours.
It's great to be here. I'd like to say a few words on behalf of the steering committee. The steering committee historically has really been the driving force behind the conference. There are a couple of things that we have to do, and some of the activities are shown here below. In the last couple of years, the focus of the steering committee has been twofold. One is to help organize the conferences, although all the local organizers do the heavy lifting. We play a background role, but we've also been busy in moving the conference series from an independent conference into ACM. And our vice chair, Irwin King, will say more about ACM SIGWeb, who is our sponsoring SIG. But moving to ACM really does stabilize the conference. It gives it a long-term future. We were in the digital library already, but it really does cement us into ACM's policies and procedures, which provides a healthy framework to protect the interests of authors and also to protect the interests of conference organizers. So what do we do as a steering committee? I think the main thing we do is to select venues and the organizers for each ACM Web Conference. That's not an easy task because we want to find high quality venues that are reasonably easy to get to without overspending people's carbon budgets, so that they're centrally located and you don't need to change 6 times to get there, and who have a local community that we can leverage, and also a place where we can help stimulate perhaps the local environment by bringing a lot of interesting people into that environment. We, as a steering committee, also provide a forum in which the organizers of conferences can share experience. That experience is how to do the event, but how to budget the event, how to select the venues. ACM helps us a lot with their policies and procedures these days, but it really is an important way of organizing a conference. And we have past organizers and future organizers get together in the forum and talk about what the issues are. We also want to make sure through ACM that the output of the conference, the academic and the intellectual output, gets saved and is permanently available. And through the work of the steering committee, every conference since its inception 27 years ago has been saved and is available, and people can take a look at it. The awards are often chosen by award committees, but we help manage those and help doing the financials together with ACM. And last but certainly not least, it's our role to monitor the operational aspects of every ACM Web Conference. If you have questions on the operation of the conference series, not so much an individual conference, but the operation of the conference series, then please feel free to send a note to our listserv address over at ACM, and that's the webconf-sc for steering committee at listserv.acm.org. We rotate members of the steering committee. This is the end of my tenure, both as a steering committee chair and as steering committee members. But if I can have the next slide, we can see the roster of people who will be joining us starting actually right away. Yoelle, who together with Hakim has done such a great job in putting this year's show on, where we should actually give her a couple of years of rest. She's been pressed into service to be our new steering committee chair. And she's joined by Maarek, who for a long time has been in the SIGWeb community and brings a lot of experience from outside to help run the future of the web conference. Irwin King, who I mentioned, is our ACM SIGWeb liaison, and he works with SIGWeb, which is the embedding organization for the web conference within the ACM community. Chinois and Laurent and Wendy have been with the conference organization for many years and have really broad experience with running the web conferences. Hadi was active. We just saw his name in the best paper competition along with Cathal. And Oshani are relatively new members of the committee and helping us move forward. The other members of the committee are our current chairs. Hakim is one of them. We have the chairs for the next conferences also on the list. So steering committee does interesting stuff. It helps make these conferences a reality. And we're pleased to sponge how this year went with all of its challenges and uncertainties. But the show went well, and thanks very much.
Thank you very much, and very much, Dick, for having led us, so well for the last few years. We really appreciate that. Actually, I'm going to ask all the steering committee members who are online, please guys, come on screen. Excellent. Just a small correction, because I think it's too late for Mark, but Mark is not SIGI, he's SIGIR actually.
SIGIR, still.
That's okay, that's okay.
I was
SIGIR
2 letters off,
wisdom.
so that's,
Yes, that's okay. Edit distance is short. So thank you for all our steering committees for working so hard over the years. Thank you, Dick. And we wish you, the best in your next steps. And without further ado, we are going to move now to our dear SIGWeb Liaison, Irwin. If we can share our screen again, Irwin is going to give an update. And in parallel, please,
Yes.
guys, if you're listening and you have questions, don't wait until the Q&A slide to be shown to ask questions. As soon as you see, you, the audience, as soon as you think of a question, just drop it in the Q&A, and Hakim will surface it to the to our steering committee members. Thank you. So I'm off camera. You're next.
Sure. So yeah, I actually have a 30 slides presentation, but you all asked me to reduce it to 4 slides. So it's not going to be too long, but hello, good afternoon. I'm the liaison from SIGWeb. I'm also the vice chair for SIGWeb. And as you can see, we welcome everyone to join the ACM SIGWeb community. And you can see the QR code. You could join in. Next slide. And I'd like to share a little bit about the SIGWeb. And what is SIGWeb? As you know, ACM has many special interest groups, and then SIGWeb is really one of this. And SIGWeb is, we have document engineering, we have, user modeling, we have also recommender system and then digital library and many, many more. But one of the largest community in the SIGWeb, obviously, is this conference, the web conference. And you can see Elko Herder is the chair. I'm the vice chair, and Alexandra Bonici is the secretary and the treasurer. Peter Veselowski is the past chair. And then you can see that each conference that is under the SIGWeb, it has a liaison that communicate through ACM in making some large, bigger, I think, high-level decisions. For example, recently we are encouraged to provide some, student grants, travel grants to attend this AI Leadership Summit that will be in, I forgot, I think it's in Chicago in the next few months. So, here, look out for the news for that, students, because we're going to provide a few slots for you to attend if you're interested. Okay, so next slide. So under SIGWeb, we have fully sponsored conferences such as the ACM Conference on Hypertext and Social Media, Symposium on Document Engineering, the Web Science, and obviously the Web Conference, and also the Human AI Complementary Alignment, HCOMP, the new one, fully sponsored. We also have co-sponsors, and you can see Digital Library, the SIGIR. We work with SIGCHI, SIGSOFT, SIGIR, and even with IEEE to co-sponsor several conferences, so that if you join our community, you will receive news and updates from these conferences. Okay, next. And then furthermore, we also have incorporation conferences. So these are the Learning Analytics and Knowledge Conference, the Closer Conference on Cloud Computing and Service Science, and Web for All, and also the Web Information Systems and Technologies. And these are incorporation conferences. Next. So this next one is my last slides. And, why should you join SIGWeb? And I think that from the past few slides, you can see that we are very active and we're a very dynamic community that is following the trends of what is going on, you know, in the computer field and also in ACM. And so if you are interested in advancing your skills and keep them abreast with emerging trends, come join SIGWeb. And we offer opportunity for networking with colleagues, stay connected with peers, and really it's just a very friendly, a very informative atmosphere that community that we have. So we do hope that your participation will continue to drive innovations in this area, hypertext, web domain, and document engineering. And obviously, if you join, you know, our community, you will get a reduced fee for SIGWeb conferences and also newsletters, and also, you know, the chance to networking. So I think that these are really some of the great opportunities that you could have when you join SIGWeb. So on behalf of the SIGWeb Exco committee, again, I thank the web conference, particularly Hakim and Yoelle, you two, your leadership, under your leadership, you know, this conference has been a smooth and a running one and a very successful one. So I tip my hat. Congratulations to you. And we hope to see you. I thought there was another presentation after me about the next year's web, but yes. So I will give that to, who's going to, Cathal, are you going to do it?
I'm going to do it, Irwin. Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna give it to Cathal to introduce the ACM Web 2027. I hope to see many of you there as well. Cathal,
And so do I. Thank you, Irwin. Thank you very much for that kind introduction. Before I start, I want to thank Yoelle and Hakim for putting on a tremendous effort to get this conference in very difficult circumstances and everything to run so smoothly,
Yes.
as Irwin said. So I know we now feel more pressure for next year than we did a week ago. So thank you very much, Yoelle and Hakim. Okay, so moving to next year. I guess my workload suddenly increased. 10th to the 14th of May, 2027 in Dublin, Ireland. You are all very welcome. We look forward to seeing you there. We'll just go through some very brief highlights because we have only a few minutes left. So next slide, please. Okay, Ireland, just in case you don't know, it's way over there in the west of Europe, a small island. Lots of seafood, lots of good food to eat when you're here. It's quite easy to get to. Dublin Airport has 190 connections around the world. From Europe, it's very straightforward. North America, lots of connections. Middle East, the same. And even from Asia, we have now direct flights from China, and you're just one connection from pretty much anywhere in Asia or Australia as well. So it's quite straightforward to get here. It's not going to be a challenge at all. Okay, next slide. When you are here, you're coming to Dublin, the capital city of Ireland, a historical city, a historical charm, rich city, rich history, iconic sites like Dublin Castle and Trinity College. In fact, our venue was right beside Dublin Castle, so you'll get to see a lot of interesting things when you are here. Dublin is inherently a walkable city. The city centre is very busy, very engaging, very historical, so you're going to walk around the city and see lots of cool things. Part of those cool things will be our lively social scene, famous for vibrant pubs and live music. Irish music is going around the world, and Irish culture. So you're going to end up finding pubs and finding friends in pubs and just bumping into people. It's going to be epic. A tech hub. So this is useful for our sponsors, especially for our industry track. Dublin is the home to most of the top ICT companies in the world, the web companies as well, Chinese web companies, American web companies. They have their European headquarters in Dublin within a few kilometers of where we are here. So this is very useful as well. Plus, Ireland has a reputation for being friendly and welcoming. So you are all very welcome to Ireland. Okay, next slide, because I'm running out of time. Okay, I've just put up the core organizing team here. Lots of experience, many people you know already, so I won't go through these in detail, but you see Klaus, Owen, Min, and myself as general chair, Alice as the operations chair, who many of the steering committee know already, and then program committee chairs who will be looking after the program in terms of long papers and short papers, slightly separated. So that's that. So safe hands. Lots of these people have worked together on big conferences like ACM Multimedia before as well. So we're very well experienced. Okay, next slide. There's the next slide. Okay, the important dates. So we've already interacted with ACM. We have our deadline of the 31st of January 2027 as our final camera ready deadline. So as many of you know who've organized conferences before, we work backwards from that deadline. That deadline gets our proceedings online just before the conference in the 10th of May 2027. So the key dates, abstract submission deadline, 11th of October, put it in your diaries. 18th of October for paper submission deadline, and demo papers will be a little bit later than that. Results coming out on the 10th of December with 12th, 19th of December for a rebuttal period, with final results on the 31st of January is our plan. Okay, so this is the current schedule. There may be some very small changes to that, but there won't be a lot. Of course, all the other tracks will either fall in line with these main dates, or there'll be some small variation for other tracks. But this is our key dates to keep in mind going forward in 2027. So we look forward to attracting a large number of submissions for this. Okay, next slide, and then we're almost done with next year. We're going to hold it in the Dublin Royal Convention Centre. A new convention centre opened up right in the middle of Dublin city centre. So you come out to that convention centre, you walk 1 minute, you're passing by 100 bars and restaurants. So this is key central area of the social part of Dublin. So walking distance of your hotel, there are 17,000 hotel rooms within Dublin city centre. So there's a lot of opportunity here, nightlife as well, and venues for music, etc. We chose a venue for a number of reasons. A, location, B, cost, C, sustainability, and the excellent catering services that venue has itself. So this is going to be a very nice environment for people to come to. And then has good connectivity to Dublin Airport, which is actually only 25 minutes away by taxi. So it's very, very close, and other transport hubs to go around Ireland as you want. And then next slide, and then I think that's probably the end. Oh yeah, social events. Who can forget social events? You're coming to Dublin for social activities as well as the conference, okay? So the interaction is always a really important part of every conference that I've ever attended. So we are organising some things. The key thing is the banquet in the Guinness Storehouse. The Guinness Storehouse is Ireland's top tourist attraction, often ranked as Europe's top tourist attraction. We'll open up a private opening of that in one of the evenings of the conference for the banquet. It has the 360-degree panoramic view of Dublin city centre. You can learn how to make a perfect pint of Guinness. You can drink as much Guinness as you want. It's going to be a pretty epic evening. We'll have some live music, and it'll be really, really nice. We've done events there before, and in many conference banquets, people don't stay till the end. When you go to the Guinness Storehouse, people tend to stay to the end. So that's going to be very popular. Another welcome reception as well is going to take place in a city centre location. We will have additional social programs for people. We'll have distillery tours of whiskey distilleries for people who like whiskey. And I think that'll be pretty epic as well. Pub crawls, lots of cultural activities. We will run Irish coffee making tutorials in the venue, and even maybe Irish dance tutorials as well for people to learn some interesting things to understand the culture and the history of Ireland. Okay, maybe one more slide and we're done, I think. Yes, we did run a similar event in the same venue, ACM Multimedia 2025, about a year ago. And you can see some pictures from that event there. So you see it was pretty busy, pretty packed, and really nice venues. So looking forward to welcoming everybody over to Ireland for exactly a week of web-based fun and enjoyment and science. So the last slide then reminds us of the dates of the conference, and it's easy to get to Dublin. We look forward to seeing you in Dublin. Come and enjoy yourself for a week, stay for 2 weeks and go on a tour around Ireland. It's normally good weather at that time of the year. So you should have a very, very good time. And once again, thank you to Yoelle and Hakim. It's my honor to take over with my colleagues, Owen, Klaus and Min, to bring this forward into next year. I look forward to working with the steering committee.
Thank you so much, Cathal. We cannot thank you enough. And maybe we can have now Hakim on screen as well. Actually, if we could have everyone on screen, all the steering committee, and we don't need to show them exactly. So I don't know if we have any questions from the audience. We are just on time. We are a little bit over time, but that's okay. It's all your fault, Irwin, of course. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Any question from the audience? I know it's a little bit tricky to ask questions. Okay, so guys, you don't need to ask questions live now. You have all the emails. Feel free to send the email either to the steering committee of this conference or to SIGWeb. But I will let Hakim, as our local host and the one who drove this entire idea of Dubai, nothing would have happened without him. Maybe Hakim, you want to have the final closing words.
Yes, thank you, Yoelle. I think that was clearly very hard work for the whole team, including the steering, the organization committee. I think the conditions were started very well, but ended in a different way. Well, I think, I mean, personally, I have like a split feeling, right? So I'm happy that we reached the point where we are done. Things have been executed. But on the other hand, I'm a bit sad because we invited people last year in Sydney, but we didn't keep our promise, right? But we hope that the world will be becoming safer next year, right? So then we will all meet in Dublin, hopefully to enjoy the event. Thank you very much, everyone, for the support, for the patience. We'll continue working in this community and this field, and we hope we will contribute even more in the coming years. Thank you very much. Thank you, Yoelle. It's been great.
Thank you, Hakim. It's been a real pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. See you next year in Dublin. Bye-bye.
See you next year in
Thank you.
Dublin.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Yes, thank you. Welcome to
you.
Dublin.
Yep.